Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another Tottenham update. Obviously, there was loads and loads of like Spurs transfer news today, and I'm finally bringing you an update. So for this video, I am going to be talking about Bissouma, Djed Spence, and Eriksen. So those are like the three main targets we have currently at the moment. Obviously, there are like other positions that we need to fill, like centre back, hopefully a striker. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, and yeah, don't forget to comment. So let's just get straight into this update. I'm going to start off with like probably the most exciting news was the Bissouma situation. Now, okay, I was shocked. I was like, what the heck? What's this Bissouma thing? Like, we agreed a deal. Like, what the hell is happening? But yeah, so Tottenham did agree a deal with Brighton for Bissouma for 25 million. 25 million for Bissouma, like, I know, right? That's just mad. And then I saw that Sky Sports reporting that he is to undergo a medical on Thursday, and I'm excited about the signing. I think everyone is pretty, like, every Spurs fan is pretty much on the same page with the signing. Obviously a great signing, and definitely a player that improves our starting 11. Definitely upgrades like the midfield, which we've desperately needed for years. Obviously it gives us Spurs squad depth, and with us having been able to have 5 subs coming next season, it's just no brainer really. However, there is the sexual assault case that, you know, is sort of hanging over him a bit. I don't really know what the full details of the situation is. I don't really think like many people know exactly what's happening. But you would have to assume that Tottenham are aware. I mean, obviously they were aware, but like, you would have to assume that there's no chance that they would agree a deal if there was a chance that he could be like charged or something. So, you know, there is sort of that aspect of things that kind of make you wary of this deal potentially. But with Daniel Levy, there's no way he would waste 25 million, let alone 5 million. So I do think that they've done their, like, I was gonna say research. Is it like research? But I don't know. But they've probably like looked into it and made sure that it's all good. A quality player. I think like whenever we've seen Bissouma play, we're like impressed. 4 years of experience in the Premier League, like it's Premier League proven, and I've been impressed whenever I've seen him play, especially against us. Yeah, nightmares. Well, not nightmares, but he's just and he always runs rings around our midfield. Very good on the ball, press resistant, and good at tackles, interceptions, and clearances. A deal that completely went under the radar. Like, obviously there was that news of like a secret signing that was going to come in. Whether this is fits the criteria of the player, but whether it is the actual player, I don't know. But there was that rumours of it being like a secret sign, and they're like whatever. So yeah, so it's completely out of the blue. Like, I was not expecting it to happen. And you know what makes it even sweeter? The fact that Arsenal were like looking into him and wanted him. That's just funny. But yeah, seeing him like rattle today was like hilarious. Like, obviously I had to wait like 4 hours to like actually see it myself, but it's just so funny the way that they're just like freaking out about it. And it's like, we didn't actually want him. Like, if we wanted him, we would have put a bid in him, but we all know they're rattled, they're worried, they just signed a player. But I don't know who he is, and there's no disrespect to him, but that's just the facts of the matter. Is I don't know who, like, is he like 19? So yeah, so I don't, no disrespect, but I just don't know who you are. That is everything on the Bissouma deal. Obviously I will bring you when he's actually holding a Spurs shirt. That is probably when most of us are gonna go like mental. and like the release video thing of announcing the signing and all that. Okay, another player that we've been heavily linked with for what feels like the longest time, which is Djed Spence. So this one, as we've predicted, is gonna go over the line. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm predicting this is probably one of our next signing, or maybe the signing after that, or maybe we could complete 2 deals at the same time. I'll get into whoever the player I think it might be. So updates on Djed Spence. David Ornstein reported that has expressed a preference to sign for Tottenham this summer as negotiations continue between Middlesbrough and Tottenham over a fee. There's been no agreement so far, but talks are ongoing. And for me, Djed Spence is a player that's shown real potential, and I've been impressed when I've seen him play, especially against the top Premier League sides in the FA Cup last season. Obviously only 21 years of age, but under Conte can definitely improve into a quality right wing back. Alongside like Sessegnon, I feel like both of them under Conte can just, you know, smash it in the Premier League. Like smash it, you know, yeah. Obviously there is a bit of a concern if we are going into next season with Spence and either Doherty or Emerson or both, I don't know, as only Ryan Wheat options, as Spence has never played in the Premier League, and who knows as to whether he will hit the ground running. With Doherty, he sustained that long-term injury, so who knows how long it will take for him to get back to his best. And with Emerson, he did have a strong end of the season, stepping up when we needed him to, but it is a question as to whether he's going to be able to offer what is needed in a Conte system on a consistent basis. My preference would be to sign another right wing back who's already proven to be quality and a player that Spence can, you know, then learn from. However, if Spence can hit the ground running, then that's great. But that's going to be a question mark until, you know, he signs, or if he signs and we see him play. Also the Champions League. Can we really rely on the 21-year-old if Doherty's not up to it yet? That's really the only concern. But other than that, this is a deal that I want to happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing what updates come out in the next couple of days. Finally, moving on to the last update. Obviously, Christian Eriksen has been on everyone's mind since probably since he came into Brentford, and like he only had like a 6 months deal at Brentford and all that. So obviously we've learned that Brentford did offer him a new contract and were willingly to break their, what is it called? Basically, they were willing to make Eriksen earn the most money at Brentford, but he turned it down. He turned Brentford down. And there's actually a quote here from Eriksen that says, "I have different offers and options which we are considering, and then we make a decision." And he also said that, "I would love to play Champions League football again. I don't know how much fun it is, but it isn't essential for me." I feel like that quote was a bit earlier than the end of the season, so maybe Tottenham was still in fifth at that point, so who knows. And there was an update today that Tottenham are quietly confident about Christian Eriksen completing a return to the club this summer. And there was another report that Man United had made an offer for Christian Eriksen as well, and are among the clubs interested in signing him. So I feel like at this moment in time, it's a race between Tottenham and Manchester United. Personally, I would love to see Eriksen back at Spurs. He's still showing massive quality and got back to playing his best football at Brentford. He's definitely a creative player we need in order to break down teams who play with a low block. As you've seen from like last season, we struggled a lot with trying to break down teams like that. So just makes sense, you know, Eriksen. Obviously returning to Tottenham, I feel like makes the most sense for him, but that's just my opinion. Obviously Champions League football, a world-class manager who he has played under, and won a title with. He knows how our best players play, like Kane, Son, and obviously up and coming Kulu. And obviously he knows how to link well up with them. He offers us versatility, and there's not many creative midfielders out there that could be better for us than Eriksen is. The Tottenham he would be returning to is a completely different one to the one he left a few years ago. Not to even mention the fact that we will be getting Christian Eriksen on the free. So for me, that's a complete no-brainer. Obviously, it all comes down to what Eriksen decides he wants to do and like where he wants to go. But I do think him wanting to remain in London puts us ahead of Man United, and the fact that we have Champions League footballers would also work in our favour. And this is one of the deals that I'm hoping Tottenham can get over the line. But yeah, can you just imagine next season, Eriksen, first game back at our stadium, Eriksen walks out. The reception he's going to receive is going to be, I don't even know. Okay. And no, I'm not crying. I'm not. I have hay fever and my eyes are like itchy, so that's why it looks like I'm teary, but I'm not. I mean, obviously there is that sort of sentimental value over Eriksen returning, but that's not what this current situation is. But there we go, guys. That is your Tottenham update for today. I'm sorry it's a bit late, coming to you guys a bit late, as this news has been circulating basically whole afternoon, all evening, you know. But yeah, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with a brand new video very, very soon. Bye guys. Come on, you Spurs. And let's just hope Eriksen returns. Come on, you Spurs.